Welcome to Eureka Street Crypto. This is my anti-professional crypto channel. I'm just a barely sane dude who fell down the cryptocurrency rabbit hole. This channel is my fumbling attempt to communicate myself outside my own head about my journey in the crypto space. It is basically my brain dump. None of this is actual financial advice. Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you're at Eureka Street Crypto, broadcasting live on January 1st, 2022. Yeah, I thought by now we'd have flying cars, man. I want my money back. But here we are, and we don't. But anyway, I'm broadcasting live from Leander, Texas, just a little suburb outside Austin. And this is my morning radio or whatever show, podcast. And I do this every single morning, talk about crypto and all crypto news and things in crypto and such, all about crypto and everything I'm learning about crypto. And it changes day to day. This is not financial advice. This is not technical analysis or fundamental analysis. It's not educational material. This is just a dude with the camera talking about things he's learning in crypto every single day. All right. Anyway, I'm not sponsored by anybody, not shilling anything. And, I would kind of talk about stuff in my own bags, sometimes like that. In my bags, I hate to say that word, bags. Anytime I write the word bags, like your bags of crypto, I always put a Z at the end, just to clarify that it's a joke. All right. So how was your New Year's? I'm up early at 5:49 a.m., like I always do. And I went to bed, honestly, at about 8:30 last night. I was tired. I went skateboarding all day, rolled around in the ditch with a few other old guys like me. I mean, the ditch was dirty. We found a hypodermic needle, a dead cat, didn't find any old Hustler magazines, but found some bum poop. That's what happens when you go skateboarding in ditches. You get to see the city for what it really is a lot of times. Anyway, let's get to some crypto here. I bought my first NFT this morning of 2022. And what NFT did I buy, you might ask? Well, I bought some Olive Garden breadsticks. And this is not a sponsored ad. I'm serious. And I'll get to that here in a second. But first, let's take a quick look at some CoinGecko and see where we are. Very first thing, Austin, Texas, Central Standard Time on New Year's Day 2022. So Bitcoin's at $47,008.74. I mean, the way I see it, it's really going to be hard to not be in the green to start the year out. So Ethereum's at $3,712.34. Binance is 515.54. Tether's a stable coin, so that's $1. Solana is 172.28. USDC, another stable coin for $1. Cardano, $1.32. XRP, 84 cents. Terra, 88.08. And then Polkadot, 27.15. And Avalanche, 109.72. The Doge, 17 cents, and the Sheebs, 0.00003368. All right, okay. Polygon, $2.53. And then you got another stable coin. Then Crypto.com, now the Staples Arena in Los Angeles is now the Crypto.com Arena, or it's becoming that very, very soon if it hasn't already. And everything in the past hour is green. So it looks like America's waking up and maybe buying some crypto. Data network is 482, so that is a bargain if you ask me. Anyway, so let's get to this whole this breadstick that I bought. First thing in the morning, the first thing I did was wake up and I bought an Olive Garden NFT breadstick. And you're like, what the heck, dude? So look at this here. Non-Fungible Olive Gardens own an OG on the Olive Garden, not the original gangster. Original gangster. You know who wrote that song? Ice-T. Back in I remember I used to have that before he even made Body Count. Anyway, own an OG on the blockchain. All right. And look at all these wonderful Olive Garden franchises. This is not affiliated with Olive Garden. Okay. I just want to make that clear, because if it were actually affiliated with Olive Garden, I would not have bought I didn't even buy the NFT. It's free. See, breadsticks are free at Olive Garden always. Just the constant flow of breadsticks. And yeah, if this were actual something coming from the Olive Garden franchise, I would not even be talking about it, honestly. But it's a joke. It's a joke. I don't know if you follow Middle Class Fancy on Instagram or anything like that. I'm about as middle class as it gets, and sometimes I like to celebrate it. And one of my first jobs, I've waited tables at 4 different restaurants, or actually bussed at one and then waited at 3. And 2 of those were Italian restaurants. And one was independently owned and operated, called Lasagna House. And another one was Olive Garden. I was 17 years old, working at Olive Garden. And it was an experience. I think everybody should have to wait tables once in their life, at least just to learn how to treat the service industry. These are people. People might say, "Oh, they're all bitter." They go screw each other after work and all that stuff. Or there's a reason why they do that, because they're waiting tables and they're bringing out your food. And they say, "Wow, these people make so much from tips." Yeah, they make $2, or back then I was making $1 something an hour because of tips, and people from around the world don't understand tipping culture in the United States. It just started that way. And then people looked at, waiters and stuff like that, and we're just like, oh, they're getting paid too much, You're going to have to lower their minimum wage and have them claim their tips and stuff like that, Anyway, so yeah, you get unlimited breadsticks from Olive Garden, and unlimited in the lunch too. Unlimited soup and salad and breadsticks. And that's the trifecta right there. And you never wanted to do a lunch shift because it's super cheap, and then you're running back and forth constantly refilling this damn soup and salad from somebody that wants 3 extra pepperoncinos in their salad. And then. They keep the pepperoncinos in the back by the cook. You can't just dump your scoop in the salad thing and get the pepperoncinos out. You have to put in a special request for it. So then you have to sit there and wait for the cook to be in a good mood to give you a damn pepperoncino. And and then the breadstick bin. You're constantly running back and forth getting. Those breadsticks are good. I ate so many damn breadsticks whenever I was working at Olive Garden. Good thing I was 17 and I had the metabolism of a racehorse. Because nowadays that just wouldn't fly. I eat a grain of rice now, it's like it just goes straight to my stomach. So the breads, and then God forbid it's somebody's birthday whenever you're working at a restaurant, because then you have to kind of round up the other waiters, to go stand at the table and like sing a little song, from the pasta we make to lasagna we bake. Hey, wishing you a happy birthday. You have to like get it, and there's nothing that scatters faster, like turning on a light in a room full of cockroaches, than when that birthday song finishes. Suddenly all the waiters are just like, pooh, they're like, it's all happy and chipper. Then the second that song ends, they're gone, man. And you're stuck standing there taking their order again, or so yeah, that's my experience at Olive Garden. And I had a truck at the time, that it was a nice truck. And then my parents gave me that truck, They did pretty well financially for a few years there, whenever we were in high school. So, that they wanted to buy things. And I had this yellow truck that my dad bought, and I drove it to Olive Garden, and it got stolen in the parking lot. So somebody took it for a joyride and ripped out the stereo. That's Houston for you. You grow up in Houston and you come to expect stuff like that. So anyway, sorry, I went on the Olive Garden. It just took me down memory lane, honestly. So anyway, you go to non-fungible-olive-gardens.com, and so see, don't forget in crypto to not forget the fun and fungible, because crypto should be fun, and that's why I wanted to start the year off talking about non-fungible-olive-gardens.com, because it's fun to me. I got in crypto because it was fun. I didn't get in to take all this seriously and sit there and watch charts and look for cups and handles and head and shoulders and descending wedges and stuff like that. I just wanted to just like get in it and just like have fun with it. and that's why I switched on this YouTube and everything, and I'm still having fun to this day. So you can come here and you could mint a franchise, but those are already sold out. 880 franchises total across the United States. That's a lot of Olive Gardens, man. So I actually went to the Olive Garden in Times Square too whenever I lived in New York City. And that was not, it did not, I mean, it was still pretty good, but it didn't quite have the experience of that just janky suburban, Olive Garden that you find in every suburb USA, along with the same shopping center as like a Best Buy and like a Pottery Barn and stuff like that, So, yeah. So, or Bed Bath and Beyond, not even Pottery Barn. That's too, that's too shishi, But anyway, mint a breadstick, right? Okay, so it's complimentary, free breadsticks, So I minted a breadstick this morning. It did cost me $13 to actually mint in gas charges. So, but whatever, it's worth it. And then I'm gonna switch MetaMask wallets here. I'm gonna go to my other MetaMask. And I'm gonna mint another breadstick because I just, I love those breadsticks, I gotta sit here and make sure that I get my fill because one breadstick isn't enough, and they only give you 2 with your meal, with your salad. The basket. Okay, you're supposed to give 1 breadstick per person at a table, but I would find myself loading up the breadsticks in the little basket that I would give the table in hopes that they would see that and recognize that and possibly give me a better tip because like, wow, this waiter's really treating us well, loading up with these breadsticks, Like, hey, yeah, don't mention it, Hey, have fun, enjoy the breadsticks, yeah, all right. So I'm switching MetaMask wallets here, and because I already claimed, I mean, you can claim as many as you want per wallet, it doesn't matter. But I just wanted to make sure I had a breadstick in this other account address so I could show it off on my web and my CyberConnect Web3 protocol. So let's go over here and just click on mint a breadstick. Ready to mint. Complete the transaction in your wallet. So my MetaMask is popping up. You can't really see it on the screen, but I'm just going to click and I'll tell you what the gas price is here. Hopefully it's not too bad. Not a lot of people are going to be up at 6 in the morning. Unless you're in Europe, it's already probably noon there. In England and then France, it's probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're in Romania, it's going to be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I know this because tomorrow I'm interviewing Vlad Costea, and he's going to tell me about Bitcoin NFTs, and he's a Bitcoin maxi, so it's going to be interesting having a Bitcoin maxi on my show. And we've been talking a little bit about echo chambers lately. And I'm getting out of an echo chamber. I'd never want an echo chamber to form around this show because I constantly want to explore new ideas and make sure I'm kept on my toes and able to change my mind. I think that's important as we go through life, is maintaining that ability to change our mind about things. Not saying you should be wishy-washy. There's a difference, So this breadstick NFT is going to cost me $16 to mint in Ethereum. So I think it's worth it. Honestly, I do. All right. So I just minted myself an unlimited breadstick NFT in another one of my wallets here. So yeah. $16. Oh no, it went down to 14. Now it's back at 16. I wonder which one it settled on. Yeah, so that's kind of how it is, That's it doesn't seem like sometimes you're dealing with real money in the Ethereum space. Like I've probably never seen this crypto go to dollars because I very rarely anymore move from fiat to crypto. There, I guess I didn't press confirm. I earn a lot of crypto by doing work in the crypto space in DAOs like Bankless DAO and stuff like that, and then other DAOs. And then I'm doing audio engineering and video editing and stuff like that. And I get to earn crypto in that way, and then I put all that into DeFi, and then from there I earn. I do some play to earn games now, and I'm constantly building on my own bags. So that's kind of where I'm getting my crypto at nowadays. It started off by me dollar cost averaging in my fiat, and I did that for several months, about maybe 9 or 10 months. But now at this point, I'm kind of running on my own bags, on my gains from being a total degen. Here's your delicious breadstick. Oh, do you see it? Look at that. Look at that beautiful breadstick. I can just taste the garlic and the butter on there right now. So I see it on OpenSea. It might take a little while to load. But yeah, so now I'm at the stage where I don't really dollar cost average in that much because I'm earning crypto, by work I do, and I'm also earning crypto by being a degen and DeFi. I've learned a lot of those levers and pulleys and how to work a lot of that stuff. And that there's a pretty big learning curve and all that. But now I'm hopping around layer twos like lily pads. I'm earning some really good APY, getting in, getting out. It's fun, man. Like I said, don't forget the fun. So here's my delicious breadstick. I wish I could buy the Olive Garden franchise that I used to work at back when I was 17. And I I didn't leave that job very gracefully. Spring break happened in high school, and I decided I wanted to go down to South Padre Island in Mexico with a bunch of my friends and get wasted. So that's what I did, and I didn't show up to work that day, and I never showed up back to work at Olive Garden ever again. So sorry, guys. Yeah, but it probably happens all the time in the restaurant industry. So yeah, like I said, I've worked at 4 restaurants, and 2 of those were Italian restaurants. And one was when I turned 40 as well. I waited tables again, and I had to get back my tray balancing strength, because that is a skill, man. You see that waiter, walking around with those damn martini glasses on there, and and not shaking, because that waiter's probably hung over from the night before, staying out till 3 and 4 in the morning or whatever. Maybe boning a coworker or something, and because they all go to like the local bar after their shift, and all the waiters from around the area converge on that one bar that stays open till 2, because most of the restaurants shut down at like 11. And so when they shut down at 10 or 11, all those waiters go to one of the main restaurants and one of the main bars in the local suburb area, usually a place called like Coaches or something, or Scoreboards with a Z, and then they all hang out there, till that place closes at 2. And then sometimes they'll even go to somebody's apartment and then hang out till like 4. Then they go back to work the next day, and they're trying to balance martinis on that thing, and their hands all shaking because they haven't quite gotten their hair of the dog yet. That's how the waiting game goes, So if you have been a waiter, all right. So anyway, so for too long, ownership of Olive Garden franchises has been dominated by the capricious whims of the fiat system. That's why we're enabling anyone to trustlessly mint a non-fungible token representing one of 880 real Olive Garden franchises in the United States. Our goal is to bootstrap a community of Olive Garden enthusiasts, which is why the franchise mint price is tethered to the reasonable cost of a tour of Italy entree, $19.99 as of December 20th, 2021. Missed out on minting a franchise? You can browse them on Zora or become a part of the family by minting unlimited complimentary breadsticks, and everyone is welcome to join our Discord for some good conversation over a hot bowl of minestrone. All right. I didn't even know what a lot of these dishes were when I started working at an Italian restaurant because I didn't grow up on Italian food. And not that Olive Garden's Italian, any Italian person will tell me. They never fail to tell you. An Italian person will never fail to tell you that Olive Garden is not Italian. Technical specifications. Every non-fungible Olive Garden franchise is an ERC 721 token mirroring one real-world Olive Garden location. Images are programmatically generated with a variety of 9 delicious backgrounds, including fettuccine alfredo, chicken marsala, and more. Metadata and images are distributed on IPFS, Interplanetary File System. All right, so breadsticks are ERC 721 tokens numbered in the order minted. Breadstick metadata is stored on-chain with images distributed on the Interplanetary File System. I love that. It's abbreviated IPFS, but I have to say it as Interplanetary File System. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger and more important. Something interplanetary and intergalactic. Universal. So roadmap. Non-Fungible Olive Gardens is a community-driven movement aspiring to revolutionize the fast casual crypto space. Roadmap may be subject to change. Stage 1, initial launch. We mint 880 Olive Garden franchises and unlimited breadsticks. Stage 2, launch the world's first never-ending pasta bowl on the blockchain. Franchise holders get early access. Stage 3, finalize and celebrity and influencer partnerships. Wonder who they should get to be a celebrity to endorse this. I don't know, man. I think like I don't know. Chevy Chase would be a good one. Yeah, as far as like him and his character in Vacation and stuff like that. Stage 4, Layer 2 on-chain curbside pickup. Now, I have no idea what that means, but it sounds cool. Stage 5, early access to open world Olive Garden role-playing game, console to be announced. Interesting. Stage 6, limited edition drop of Scampy sneakers. Okay. In stage 7, finally, use project funds to complete leveraged buyout of Darden Restaurants. That's like that big, suit and tie company that owns Olive Garden and several other restaurants, probably Chili's and, who knows what else. Fuddruckers, Olive Garden's parent company upon successful completion. Okay, that's Darden Restaurants, Olive Garden's parent company. Upon successful completion, all non-fungible Olive Garden franchise owners will now own real Olive Garden franchises. Oh, wow. What I've aspired to my entire life is to own a freaking Olive Garden franchise. Sorry. Darden Restaurants didn't exactly take this news in stride. So what do I mean by that? Let's go over here. Then Darden Restaurants learned about this and they immediately issued out a cease and desist letter. They do not like the idea that some kids, in that crypto space, that magic internet money world, might sit there and make fun of them. Today, Non-Fungible Olive Gardens, they posted on their Twitter, because I follow them, it's NFOG tweets. So today we were sent a DMCA from Olive Garden at Darden, and we were subsequently delisted from OpenSea. Here's our official response. WYHYF. I don't know what that stands for. Sorry. Non-Fungible Olive Gardens. This is a letter from Darden Restaurants. All right, so let me get out a banana so I can talk about this effectively. Okay, so this is Non-Fungible Olive Garden's response to Darden Restaurants. So let's take a quick look real quick at this letter that Darden Restaurants sent Olive Garden. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, don't worry, because it's a bunch of legalese crap. But they sent it to OpenSea Legal. We are intellectual property counsel to Darden Corporation and its corporate subsidiaries and affiliates, including Darden Concepts, Incorporated, collectively Darden. Darden is a renowned leader in the full-service restaurant business that owns and operates some of the most recognizable and successful restaurant brands in the industry. Darden's Olive Garden restaurant was launched in 1982 and has since developed into a highly successful restaurant brand known for its Italian-American menu, offered in a casual, family-friendly atmosphere. Darden has spent millions of dollars developing, advertising, and marketing the Olive Garden brand, and the trademarks associated therewith, including the Olive Garden word and stylized trademarks. Accordingly, the brand has expanded across the U.S. from almost 900 locations, 880, throughout the country. It has come to our attention that the registered user, NFOG Regional Managers, user created the Non-Fungible Olive Gardens account 1, and the Non-Fungible Breadsticks account 2. Together with account 1, the NFOG accounts, this user has appropriated our client's registered trademark Olive Garden, the registered mark, to promote the sale of unauthorized goods and services, namely 880 NFT Olive Garden franchises and unlimited breadsticks. The user includes the entirety of the registered mark of the name of account 1, Non-Fungible Olive Gardens, and the headlines of the NFOG accounts own an Olive Garden on the blockchain, and unlimited free hot and delicious breadsticks from Non-Fungible Olive Gardens, and then the location tags and pictorial representation of each restaurant in account 1. So they think they own the words Olive and Garden. And maybe somebody really has an Olive Garden. I mean, there is another NFT project, I believe it's on the Wax blockchain, where you can own, literally, a parcel of an olive farm or an Olive Garden, right? So I don't know. You're going to get Olive Garden going and suing them? Anyway, so my wife used to be partial owner of a salon as well. It's called Betty Bang's Salon. And in the website, they had a picture of Betty Page hanging in the salon. And in the website, it showed somebody doing hair. And there happened to be a picture of Betty Page hanging in the background. And she had the Betty Page estate contact them and threatening to sue them if they didn't take down the Betty Page portrait in the salon, and they were threatening about changing their name, using the Betty Page likeness as kind of a silhouette graphic that I made. in the on the website, and they ended up having to pay a pretty high amount for a small business to handle to the estate or the lawyers that handled the estate of Betty Page. And I kind of see the similar thing happening here. But here's what non-fungible Olive Gardens have to say. So you can't do anything now without somebody, coming in and claiming ownership on something. Yeah, I read this book called Bless Me Ultima a long time ago, in college. And it talked about the whole concept that, like, the Native Americans back, in Mexico and stuff like that, and in Arizona and New Mexico, didn't really understand the concept of barbed wire fences separating land and the whole concept of land ownership and stuff like that. It just didn't make sense to them. And this whole idea of language ownership too doesn't really make sense to me. Yeah, language. I don't know how you can own it. It's just like it's literally your throat vibrating, according to certain concepts that form in your brain and in your spirit, and then it causes vibrations, which causes external. I don't know. But anyway, dear Darden Restaurants, first of all, thank you. We love Olive Garden, and we appreciate the hard work you've done creating an experience where everyone feels like family at almost 900 locations. It's inspired us to create our own Web3 tribute to the brand Non-Fungible Olive Gardens. We wanted to create a different kind of collection, one that feels more like one of your restaurants where everyone can be a part, either by minting a non-fungible token of a franchise for only $19.99, the same price as Tour of Italy entree, or minting a free breadstick. This has led to a community of kind, passionate Olive Garden fans. Our members greet each other in the morning with a BG, buongiorno, and frequently use WYHYF. When you're here, your family. That's where that acronym comes from. I wasn't missing an internet phenomenon. Okay, WYHYF. When you're here, your family. Yeah, that's right. I remember them saying that at the Olive Garden franchise I worked at. Why did I not know that? I guess we didn't use the acronym. But when you're here, your family. Yeah, okay. Yeah, family has problems. So they compliment the franchises and post photos of themselves enjoying meals at real world locations, leaving 100% tips. They even raised over $1,000 to replace items that were stolen from a car in a real Olive Garden parking lot. Oh my God, that sounds familiar. It sounds like my truck that was stolen back in 1991 in the parking lot of Olive Garden. Maybe they can get me a new truck. So we're sorry to hear. We're sorry to see that you've requested our collection to be removed from OpenSea. We've tried hard to make it clear that we're not officially associated with Olive Garden. Our collection stated in the description that we are a community of Olive Garden fans. We did not use the Olive Garden logo in our collection logo or banner. Our website has an extensive FAQ that specifies that we are fans and that ownership of a non-fungible Olive Garden has nothing to do with ownership of real-world Olive Gardens. We've never misrepresented ourselves to our community or in the press. We sincerely hope you'll reconsider, or maybe even consider working together to define the future of decentralized fast casual fandom. Perhaps we can discuss this like a family, over a plate of Ziti Al Forno at an Olive Garden location of your choosing. When you're here, your family. Sincerely, yeah. And that instead of sincerely, they put the acronym WYHYF, Non-Fungible Olive Garden Regional Managers. Yeah, so what a beautiful letter. Darden Restaurants would probably blow it off and then, throw the book at them. But it's worth it. So let's go back real quick to this website. I am curious. I want to browse these locations on Zora and see what that looks like to be able to browse an NFT. Anyway, it's just the whole concept of creating an NFT out of, having fun with it. You can still have fun with NFTs. Right now, South Korea is like banning play to earn games and stuff like that. Really the only blockchain that's kind of affected by that is I would have thought Terra would be, but it's not because it doesn't really get into the play to earn space. But Clayton blockchain, KLAYTN blockchain, and I don't know if they have any play to earn games, but they may. But they're mainly based in Korea, and this pretty regional, and so they are kind of affected by that whole thing. So let's see here. For too long, ownership of Olive Garden franchises has been dominated by the capricious whims of the fiat system, and that's why we're enabling anyone to trustlessly mint a non-fungible token representing one of 880 real Olive Garden franchises in the United States. Our goal is to bootstrap a community of Olive Garden enthusiasts, which is why the franchise mint price is tethered to the reasonable cost of a tour of Italy entree. So this is going to be a test if the Olive Garden people will. So let's see here. Sold in Covington for 2.23 ETH. Wow, this 0.23 ETH is kind of a lot, you know. So let's just pretend like, you know, we're averaging right now around $4,000 in ETH. So 0.23 ETH. So let's see 4,000 times 0.23. That's $920 for that NFT. Center Point Mall. I don't know that one. Dartmouth. But can I search? Let's filter this. Let's see how I can filter this by. Recently active. I can't really. Oh, by city. Okay. All right. So, let's. I can't even remember Houston. All right. So what do we have here for Houston? I wonder if we have the Olive Garden that I used to work at, and West Oaks Mall, no. Between Kirby and Buffalo Speedway, nope, that's not. Energy Stadium, Bunker Hill, Alameda Mall, Willowbrook Mall, Ritchie Road. That's kind of okay. So the one that I used to work at, I don't even know if it's still, you know, if it's still even, you know, active. But let me see if it's not. Well, it's not there. So. Hold on, it might be under the city called Humble, which is a suburb, but it's not there. Okay, so I don't know if that Olive Garden is still there anymore. Maybe it's not there. It was kind of a janky Olive Garden anyway. Total ghetto, you know. We used to call my old suburb the Golden Ghetto, Kingwood. You know, this kind of 2 roads in and 2 roads out. There were a lot of kids and a lot of very new money in there, and a lot of wannabe gangsters, you know, a lot of high school kids who did a lot of cocaine, basically. So yeah. Oh, look here. Wait, hold on. Oh, Humble. There it is. And you don't pronounce the H in Humble. So yeah. Anyway, I found it. So let's see here. HUMBLE. So now it's searching NFC. That's searching as a whole. So let me. Sold. Okay. All. Wow. So you can buy the minestrone. You can buy the shrimp Alfredo. Wow. Cool, man. Well, I'm going to filter by city. Humble. There. Oh, well, it's okay. I don't think you have to sit there and see this Humble Olive Garden. It was really just me, you know, kind of going down memory lane there. So I won't subject you to that. We're at time. I'm at 32 minutes. I'm 2 minutes over. I appreciate you, if you've made it through this far and me just rambling about non-fungible Olive Gardens for 30 minutes, more power to you, man. So thank you for jumping on this first episode of Eureka Street Crypto for 2022. I promise I will start talking about other stuff besides non-fungible Olive Garden tokens. So for the future episodes, and but this is what a fun way to start 2022 in my book. So yeah. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hit me up on my DMs, give me a thumbs up and all that stuff. All right. Later. Thank you for making it to the end of this program. If you actually like this content, give a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more, just hit the subscribe button. I'm available on YouTube, Odyssey, and BitChute, and on all the major podcasting platforms in audio version. Spotify specifically. If you would like to follow and leave a review, that would help a lot. I am also available on Twitter at EurekaJohn1. That's EUREKA John, JOHN, and the number 1. My DMs are always open. Feel free to shoot me a message. Thanks again.